How's it, Indian Cowboy? This is your live show for Tuesday, September the 27th. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's get to whatever ball games that you want to talk about for either today, Tuesday, or tomorrow, Wednesday. Normally, we try to do this every evening that we possibly can. We still got some games to go off tonight, so we can easily talk about those games if you would like to. And yeah, looking forward to that. So hop on over here and toss me the games that you'd like to talk about for tonight or tomorrow or college football. Hey, I see. Thanks for everything you do. Hey, Best. Good to see you. Any thoughts on the D-backs and Astros? Sure. So that game goes off. Yeah, a 10 minus 225 favorite here. Arizona is a 2-3, lost 2-3 to San Fran last game, 5-2 and 5-6. Houston won 6-3 and 11-10, and 11-10 last two games over Baltimore. Head to head. By the way, we'll have a 7-unit baseball play and a 4-unit baseball play tomorrow. These two teams haven't met since back in April when they split, and Zach Davies here with a 4.03 ERA for Arizona on the road. Davies went 5-4-2 against the Dodgers last time. He actually pitched well. He actually won as a plus 114 dog, which is impressive considering they only listed him as a plus 114 dog to begin with. Davies has beaten San Fran and Kansas City and White Sox and Milwaukee. He's actually pitched really well. He gave up 5 home runs in his last 2 games, though, which is unfortunate. He's actually been a pretty good pitcher so far. He's pitched with Arizona, Chicago, San Diego, Milwaukee. He's on the cusp of breaking to 3 ERA, to a 3 ERA. Lance McCullers comes in this game. You know, he has not obviously faced Arizona this year. He did go 7-6-2 in his last game. He beat Tampa Bay. He went 6-2-2 against Oakland, 7-4-2 against LA. McCullers is a very good pitcher. However, what you're getting here is, and he's obviously got a 2.38 ERA, but the line jumped from 7.5 to 8.5 right off the bat. And I don't think Arizona +2 is a bad idea. Arizona, has lost 2-3, 5-2, 5-6, 2-3, and 6-1 and 5-2 against the Dodgers, 5-6. I mean, Arizona would have covered either won or covered the +2 the last 7 games. So for your lead number 1 is I like Arizona plus the 2 over the Houston Astros for what it's worth. Okay, so Arizona plus the 2 is your first lean. Moving on here. Be sure to like the video if you enjoy the content here. Moving on here. As far as the Dodgers game is concerned, let's head to that. And by the way, I'll try to do another live show tonight for tomorrow's games for you as well. The Dodgers, small favorite, 60-40 split here. A total at 7.5. Dodgers won 4-1 and 6-2 the last 2 games. Padres won 13-6 and 9-3. Padres have won 7 of 9. As far as head-to-head is concerned, Dodgers have won, back 2 of 3, 3 of 4 actually. Padres were embarrassed the last time they played them. They got beat 11-2. They'll probably remember that. You have a two pitchers here in which Tyler Anderson and Blake Snell. Anderson went Blake Snell or Tyler Anderson went 7-2-0. He beat him last time. He went 6-1 prior to that. He's beaten the Padres twice now. By the way, we'll have 3 baseball selections tomorrow. Let me go ahead and let people know that we will have at least 3 baseball selections tomorrow, if not 5. If not, but as far as Snell is concerned, you'd have to think that the Padres have gotten beat by him the last 2 times. In fact, yeah. So I think that actually play better here. And Snell, I think, is probably going to get hit up here, but he comes off a loss to Arizona, which I hate. So he's looking to bounce back, but he has beaten the Padres twice. The Padres were embarrassed the last time they played him. So, as far as the against the Dodgers, he went 4-7-5. This is Blake Snell, so he has immediate revenge. He went 7-2 against St. Louis, 13 strikeouts, 7-4-1 against Arizona, 20 strikeouts in his last 2 games. And Snell has lost to the Dodgers twice. This is a personal matter for him. He's lost to the Dodgers twice. His team is on a bounce back after getting beat 2-11 by these guys last time. I like the San Diego Padres today as your second selection for today. Lean. Okay, moving on here. Hi, I see Eddie Espino from Chicago. Hey, Eddie, good to see you, man. So Dan, my lean Dan is actually on the Padres and not the Dodgers. Okay, Zooted Monkey, Dodgers, Padres. Yep, I just talked about it. It's on the Padres. Can we talk about Texas and Seattle today? Sure. So the Texas Seattle game. Let's see. 7.5 is the total. Texas, obviously, a big dog. People on the over. Texas lost 4-10, 2-4, 3-6. Okay. Seattle lost 12-13 last game against Kansas City. Head to head, they played each other August. Texas won 2 of 3 actually, so Seattle's not going to take them as lightly. I have Robbie Ray as a starter for Seattle against Texas. He went 6-6-3. He beat him last time, so Texas has some revenge. He went 6-3-0 against Oakland in his last game, 3 walks. But he hasn't won in his last 3 starts, so that itself is going to motivate him. So, how much can you really trust Seattle here at the end of the day? And then you have Jesus Tinoco here. And again, remember, this total is at 7.5. It's a pretty low total. But with Jesus Tinoco here, and has he faced Seattle early this year? He has not. He's typically a relief pitcher. Pretty low line, but Jesus hasn't given up any runs over his last 7-8 starts. He's actually got a 1.72 ERA, so the Rangers are going to take a shot on him here. And then you have Robbie Ray, right, who has won his last 3 starts. The total again. So when you look at the total of 7.5, the last couple times, I don't see a ton of value. You can take Seattle on the run line, but Robbie Ray hasn't won in his last 3 starts. Jesus Tinoco is not a bad pitcher at all. And then you have a Rangers team that comes in, losing 3 straight to Cleveland. So they're probably going to want to start off on a good note here. And they always seem to get up to play Seattle. So quite honestly, I don't know. It's difficult, right? I actually look at the value here, and maybe Robbie Ray will bounce back. He had given up eight hits in back-to-back games. He's given up 4 home runs in his last 3 starts. It's difficult to say, not to mention Texas is going to face him for the next time. And he had 12 strikeouts against Texas last time. I actually like Texas plus the 2. So lean on Texas Rangers plus the 1.5 or plus the 2 here against the Mariners, just because I don't fully trust Robbie Ray. And I like Tinoco as a pitcher. I think he gets an opportunity here, and he might do pretty well. Moving on. Hey, Travis, good to see you, man. NFL, Chicago versus the Giants. Sure. So again, this opinion might change by Thursday when the picks come out, so just keep that in mind. Giants, of course, come off of a loss. They are 2-1 to their credit. Chicago, of course, is 2-1. Coming off a nice 23-20 over Houston. The one thing that I always check with Chicago is how many passing yards did Justin Fields have? And again, he passed for 106 yards and had 2 interceptions, and yet his team still won. It's unbelievable. They beat the Niners. They beat Houston. That Chicago head coach is phenomenal to be able to do what he's done with Fields. The Giants come off a 16-23 loss, 19-16 against Carolina, 21-10 against Tennessee. Dallas is actually a good team that they lost to. They did beat Tennessee. They did beat Carolina. To be quite honest with you, I think the Giants minus the points is not a bad idea. Chicago lost to them, or Chicago beat them 29-3 last year. Chicago has beaten them since 2019. I think my lean here is the Giants. I just think they can't play any better than they did on national television on Monday. I know it's a short week, but I like the Giants here to get it done. I'll go against Chicago here. Moving on here. Ravens Bills. Hey G-Man, good to see you. This will be our last game here. And if we didn't get to your game, don't feel bad. I mean, we'll obviously discuss your game probably tonight, to be honest with you. I'll be back on at 9:30, so it's all good. Be sure to like the video if you get a chance. But and so at some point your game's going to get addressed. So again, Baltimore, Buffalo. Again, this could change right prior to on Thursday. So this could be a different lean than I have for you on Thursday night or Friday. But I want you to know that Buffalo lost to Miami 19-21. Their offensive coordinator slammed his tablet and broke it last time. They were up 17-14 going into the fourth quarter. Now you have the Miami Dolphins undefeated. Buffalo comes, put up 41 against Tennessee and 31 against the Rams. They're going to be ticked off coming in. Baltimore played well. They beat New England 37-26. They lost to Miami in a game that they were up big. They did beat the Jets. So what do you really trust here? The Bills on the bounce back? I trust the Bills on the bounce back here. They're going to be super ticked off. And I think that's the reason why they're favored by -3. And I like the Buffalo Bills for this weekend. Okay. So let me give you a quick recap here. These are the 5 that I have for your quick little video here, your little snippet. I think they're all pretty good. Arizona Diamondbacks +2, San Diego Padres, Texas Rangers +2, the New York Giants, and then the Buffalo Bills. Out of all of these, I probably like, if we were doing YouTube Premium, I'd probably tell you to take a look at the Padres. I'd probably take a look at the Giants, which I like the most. But yeah, hope you guys are doing great, man. And I will see you on the live show for tonight, maybe probably around 9:30 Eastern as well. Let me see if there's anything else good here. Ravens, Bills, Dolphins, Bengals, boss. We'll talk about that tomorrow or tonight, rather. You're the best. Always make sure to catch the videos. Thank you, G-Man. Victor, good to see you. Philson, good to see you, man. Lions, Seahawks. I'll talk about that tonight. What do you think about the Marlins 0-0? What do you think about the Marlins 0-2? Yeah, no, I like the Marlins plus the line today. I think that was my lean on the daily video today. Dolphins got lucky. Yeah, Bengals all day. Yeah, that was our lean yesterday. Steelers, Jets. I'll talk about that one tonight. So there you go. There's your recap. Arizona +2. That is the Arizona Diamondbacks +2. Texas Rangers +2. San Diego Padres, which I like the most in baseball out of the ones I gave you. And New York Giants I like, and I like the Buffalo Bills. Hope you guys are doing great. I'll see you tonight, okay? Take care.